Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Another episode of Swanny and Jake. We've got a big one today because we can't do this show without talking about the AFL season, particularly the two blokes to either side of me. Obviously, Dane Swan, he's talked about his CV quite a bit. And then Heath Shaw will tell you all about his CV very quickly as well. So,
how long does it go for?
I don't know, as long as you want, mate.
I could be here for a while.
Yeah. So before we go into maybe the upcoming season, let's start in the off season. Who, from a trade period perspective, have you given a big tick to, the both of you?
Brisbane and Bulldogs.
Brisbane and Bulldogs.
Yeah, Bulldogs has just gone really aggressively tall. And so
they wouldn't want to play in the rain too often, would they?
Oh, interesting. Michael off footy, yeah.
Must play a lot of games at Etihad.
Yeah.
Or was that
Marvel?
Marvel.
Yeah. And Brisbane, like they finished fourth or something, and they got, which was going to be the #1 draft pick, Ashcroft, and then they've got Gunston, who will kick you 40.
Is he a dark horse for that trade? Like, because he's a bit older now, but everyone,
he's very smart, he's very clever.
Yeah, he's 40 goals.
I think Collingwood did was pretty good too.
Collingwood, yeah. Is that going to be that 5-10%?
Is this going out before round one?
Nah, they'll probably come out
then
like
we
round
might
two.
look f***ing stupid then. But
losing by 10 goals anyway.
Yeah, I think Collingwood addressed a need with Tom Mitchell in the middle. We will shit out the clearances, so the shovel. That's what he's good at. We got McStay, who was the third banana in Brisbane, but
is
he'll
he
be Uno banana in Collingwood. So hopefully,
paid bananas.
Yeah.
Lots of them.
Who else?
Richmond, they got Taranto and Hopper. That was
I think North Melbourne, they recruited well. They should go from
Clarkson.
They should go from last to getting closer to second last. Yeah. So I think they'll improve from getting beaten by.
Is that even possible? Like, even though they got one of the greatest coaches ever, is there much he can do this season?
You know, you can put lipstick on a pig, can't you?
Who do you reckon's got the worst
They'll get
list?
beat by 100. The worst list.
Who's got the worst list?
That's a great question.
Far behind.
Yeah, but they've got some good younger players. I think St Kilda have got the worst list.
Yeah, because you know, but I'm bullish on them being bad this year. Very bullish.
Not win 4 games.
Yeah.
No, they'll beat North. Well, listen,
I think they will.
Alison Clarkson may come out and, you know, one of the greatest coaches of all time, and he might. This will proof of being in the pudding because he has a pretty good side at Hawthorn.
I don't think St Kilda will win 4 games.
Yeah, well,
we are putting that on a quote.
We
did. So that's what. So we've gone Bulldogs and Brisbane. Oh, Melbourne, Grundy and Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that'll be very good for them.
Freo, you can't rely on tall people. I've said this before. You can't rely on them. So they've got Jackson and Taberner. If he plays well, then Lob's gone. And then they're Ruckman, Darcy. So you're relying on those 3 to actually, for them to play finals, those 3 have to play well every game. And you can't rely on tall people because they're not that reliable.
Yeah.
Spoken from 2 of the smaller.
Yeah. Take them off from them get to their brain, to their limbs. I
would be very hesitant on Freo this year.
Outstanding. All right, let's go into the top 8. Do you recall the top 8 from last year? Do you need me to read it out?
Right, I wrote me tie. I did some homework.
Geelong, Melbourne, Brisbane, Collingwood, Freo, Bulldogs, Richmond, just snuck in. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Do you see anyone coming into that top 8? It's probably the best question because a lot of those teams did well in the trade period. Even Geelong, they got a few players, Bose and stuff.
Statistically, is it 2? Is it always 2 changes to the 8?
Well, Mick always said, the easiest spot in what is the easiest position to be in the ninth? Yeah, everyone can have 9th. The hardest spots to go from 9th to 8th.
Yeah.
I've got the Bulldogs out.
Bulldogs out?
Yep.
Wow.
So you think it's going to rain a lot?
Global warming's fake. Yeah, it's a myth. Yeah, absolutely. I just did me 8, so I've got them out.
And is that the only one?
Did you have Carlton
Carlton in. I think that's it.
I think Carlton.
Yeah. You know, Carlton are due. They've been saying they're due for 20 years.
If they don't, what all hell breaks loose.
Honestly, if they don't this year and you're a Carlton member, I think you would just they should have no one buy membership next year.
Yeah, they've got.
If they don't make it.
If you look at their list, their spine, they've got Wiedering, Kerno, Mackay, Cripps, Walsh, Lossard, they've got that De Koning's obviously That's a good young kid. They've got all the pieces there. They're Carlton. Carlton are going to Carlton.
Just navy blue.
Just coming from two of the black and white faithful.
But at some stage they have to it just has to happen.
If not, then like their marketing is like the marketing people who's like, we can't keep selling this line that we're coming. We can't. We've sold it. For
Tools down.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
I've had enough.
Yeah, I've had enough. Yeah, fair. There could be that check on
Their
it.
new
So it's
marketing
like
campaign
it's a massive
no
year. It's a massive year for that football club. Do you have Carlton coming in like he does in the 8 or no?
I think they do. I reckon Freo will slide out.
Freo. A few people said Freo slide out.
I know they play at home. You get half your wins there, whatever it is. But I don't know. I just wasn't sold on them. Probably because I didn't watch them last year at all. I didn't watch one game with Fremantle, so I don't know if they're good or not. At all.
So the only other ones that's outside that maybe, Port Adelaide were 11th. St Kilda, you're pretty bullish on being rubbish. Carlton were 9th. Essendon, can Essendon improve with their...
How many? No,
they came 15th last year.
No, I think they'll be around there again. Yeah.
Who did they get? They got Horn Francis and Rioli. That's it.
But they can improve.
What do they need? Key forward. What do they get? Small forward. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Well, they can improve, but everyone, like Brisbane have improved, Melbourne have improved, Collingwood have improved, Sydney's young kids are going to get better, Richmond got two, so like Geelong probably the only side you can say haven't improved, but they won the flag, so you can imagine they're not going to fall off the cliff and win 10 games. So like all the good sides have improved, which free AC, everyone wants to go to the good sides these days, so the sides are going to stay in the bottom for a lot longer because no one wants to go down, no one wants to play for a club in front of 4,000 people on a weekend. People want to go play at the big clubs.
Mackay will be out the door from North. Yeah.
Well,
a few teams hovering.
Can you blame him?
No, you want to play. You're going to get good money no matter where it goes, but you want to
play
play
with his brother at Carlton. I don't know how they're going to fit everyone in, but they probably brought in the salary cap again. Carlton cheats, but
there we go. Bit of salt in the wound. Jesus, slide that. Let that one slide out. All right, let's go straight. So you've said the top 8. Who are your 2 best teams? Providing they don't meet each other in the knockout stage, who's making the grand final?
Geelong, Melbourne.
Geelong, Melbourne.
I think Brisbane, Melbourne. I think Brisbane are going to win enough games, but they're unproven. They can't win a final. They don't want to play Richmond
for so long.
Final,
they just lose finals all the time.
I don't think they can't win Melbourne, so they'll have to finish in the top 2. And they'll get beaten in granny by Melbourne.
So you don't think Geelong? You think Geelong could slide?
So I just think it's very, very hard to go back to back.
Yeah.
Everyone's coming for you. Emotional letdown, losing Selwood. Well, that's my opinion. It's probably wrong, but
well, it's spoken from experience.
You asked me a question, so I answered.
Oh yeah, you did. You literally played in back-to-back grand finals.
Yeah, played back to back.
Yeah, correct. All right, so you've gone Geelong, Melbourne. Who wins?
I think Melbourne.
Melbourne's going to be hard to beat.
It's just a spine.
You know they beat when they destroyed St Kilda in pre-season. They stayed out and ran for 30 minutes as well. Like just the cycle. That
was a bit harder.
They're going to beat St Kilda by 100 points next game after that, I reckon. All right, let's go. Who's the best player this season? Who do we see the biggest improvers individually? Brownlow medalist potential and a Brownlow medalist winner. There's some obvious candidates.
I genuinely think Jeremy Cameron, after last year, he polled votes late. Last year, I think he can, if he has a 60-goal, 65-goal season, then he could be right up there for the Brownlow. Wow. It'd be the first time in however long that a forward or someone outside of the midfield has actually won the Brownlow. I think he could do it. Well, no defender is going to win the Brownlow.
No, well, they don't deserve it.
And then you got all your obvious midfielders that have been floating around for the last 3-4 years.
Petrarca, I know he really wants to win one.
Yeah.
I spoke to him just before.
Yeah. He's not worried about. Apparently, he's not worried about the team goals this year. He's worried about individual.
He's
just added to the locker.
He's got his flag now.
He's trying to catch Dusty. I think
he wants a medal.
Yeah, without the obvious ones, I think Oliver is the Brownlow favourite. He probably is the Brownlow favourite, but I think he's the best midfielder in the league. They'll win a lot of games, but someone like Chad Warner from Sydney, I think.
Chad Warner,
he won't improve. He's
player.
a good player. Yeah, they'll win enough games.
He's great in a multi, Chad Warner.
Yeah,
very reliable.
Sam Walsh, he might get a bit bigger, a bit stronger.
When he plays.
Oh, was he injured? Is he? Okay, we'll scratch that.
Toby, captain.
Nah,
you happy with that?
Umpires hate him.
Ex-Giant?
Yeah, but Toby kicking 4 and having 20 on him stand out a lot more than
he would doing it previously now as captain.
Other people.
Right.
So they could
Bailey Smith, I think he's ready to go. He's primed, yeah.
But they eat votes. They eat a lot of votes of each other, don't they?
Yeah, bottom page floor on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of some of those, Rising Star. I think you've already given big props on the.
You think Ashcroft would be about $1, wouldn't he?
Yeah, Ashcroft's pretty
He would be
popular,
very,
isn't
very
he?
short.
Finn Callahan from the Giants.
Apparently he's a
Never heard of him.
superstar.
Yeah, but he's got a bit of a sore foot. That's why he didn't play
Too
a lot
many
last
kicks.
year. Maybe.
Some inside Giants gossip there.
Yeah, well, it is. So he didn't play a lot last year with his foot, and that's the only thing that would be holding him back is him getting injured.
Okay.
This is a good one, Coleman. There's a few decent candidates, a few people that kick in bags of goals.
I'm going to say Mackay from Carlton.
McCart, Cameron.
Yeah, Jeremy was.
Because Tom Hawkins not playing, so he might.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Could be a 2-horse race there.
There might be a small forward this year. It could be like Charlie Cameron, because he was like Gunston's there, Danaher's there, Hipwood's there, and then Cameron gets like the 4th best, and he was just like he could average 3 or 4 goals a game. So he's a bit a little smoky there, but yeah, your standard Curnow, Mackay, Cameron, Lynch.
Yeah.
If Richmond have a good year, Lynch probably kicks 50, 60.
Probably. Yeah. Good 5.
If he's playing permanent forward, do you think he can get up there?
Oh,
I was going to say, he needs to work
can't he?
If he has 5 shots on goal, you could lock him in for maybe 2.
Interesting.
I'm going to go a biased one here though, Collingwood. Like they obviously were pretty close to beating Geelong earlier in the final series, and then Sydney they just missed out. Can they be grand finalists this year?
Yeah, well they can. And everyone can in the minute because no one's lost the game. Well, someone's lost the game. Well, actually, 9 people have lost games because this has been filmed before round 1. So, yeah, of course they can. They were a bee's dick away from last year. You would think they're all going to improve. Now, naturally, potential is not something that's guaranteed. So, but if they improve like you think they're going to improve.
Tougher draw.
Tougher draw.
Okay. Tougher draw.
He's really done his mate.
Yeah, when you finish at the top, it's obviously a tough draw, but they go about their business the same way. They just play the same way from go to woe, which...
Yeah.
And they beat Geelong in round 1, or they covered the line anyway, so...
There we go.
Yeah, well, they did. They beat Geelong in round 1 this year. I'm forecasting ahead.
Forecasting.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a huge game.
I think the line's 13.5, so I think the Pies at the line, I think, hacking back against them.
There we go. All right. Well, thank you, Heater, for coming on for the AFL preview, mate.
Yeah, it's very relaxed.
It is. It's starting to. I almost sometimes fall asleep.
If somebody got anything out of this preview,
yeah.
That's all we do for free, mate.
it's positive.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, there's no negativity here, unfortunately. But thank you guys for coming along. That's our AFL preview for 2023. We'll probably assess it mid-season and see how wrong we were. We'll see you next week. 4 wins and Kilda.